12 months away from getting this larger database put in place. Why would we do this? Well, there are grant groups like the Gates Foundation will not give one single grant to Michigan because we don't know what's happening with our students, where they're going, where they're falling off, where the problems are. That's just one reason why we're moving to this. Lots of other states already have the P20 database. There's quite a few people who don't like that because it looks like more Big Brother. I don't want you tracking me from kindergarten all the way to my baccalaureate degree. I don't want you knowing this stuff. So we'll see where that goes. Looking ahead of here a little bit. Whoa, that's too far ahead. Kids College coming off this summer. Excited about having young people on campus. Obviously, not only in addition to the excitement that goes on and filling a community need and people who are interested in a variety of things, it's also a way to get people hooked about college and get them thinking early on. The question I think we should be asking, certainly in the middle school, if not the elementary school, is tell me what you're thinking about. Are you thinking about college? What do you want to be? Even if they change their mind 1,000 times, keep asking the question. You want to think about college? What do you want to be? You need to go to college for that job. So I'm excited about what this is. It's always a nice time to see young folks on campus. The Front Porch Series is well in play, no pun intended. Ron Douglas always does a great job for us. By the way, Ron is retiring as part of a number of the faculty who are leaving, but he's going to continue to serve in the community concert band and help us with the Front Porch Series. We appreciate Ron's continued investment of his time and talent in that regard. The Juneteenth, by the way, Saturday, if you've got just nickels in your pocket you want to burn, you want some good entertainment, go down to the band shell behind the Consumers Energy, the Riverwalk Amphitheater there, and participate in the Juneteenth program. As you know, it's a program for the celebration for freedom for our African American sisters and brothers, so I encourage you to do that. It's a great time. There's often food down there and just a good entertainment. There's posters all around campus about the entertainment lineup. Math Summit 2, as you recall, I mentioned earlier that we're focused on helping students be successful and try to mitigate the number of students who come to JCC ill-prepared for collegiate level work. We had the Math Summit here last year. It was very, very successful over the summer. We had a follow-up meeting in January. That went very, very well. So much was achieved and so much remains to be done on the math side that we've decided to have a second Math Summit that's being held at Baker College. The relationship between Baker and Spring Arbor and JCC is just fascinating to me. I'm very excited about working with our colleagues. And Math Summit 2 is going to be a little bit different because we're going to involve elementary faculty and middle school faculty in mathematics. So we're getting our language straight, we're getting our curriculum straight, and that's pretty exciting. Other community conversations, we are in conversation, really thank Mike Masters for his leadership. Really cool program going on between us and the ISD with culinary arts and getting that program off the ground. But better than that, we've got Siena Heights University and Adrian College, kind of the higher education trifecta going on down there, looking at maybe having a cafe downtown that would be put together and run by students with some kind of professional management. It'd be an educational environment as well, a good place to get some tea and crumpets. So we're in early conversation there, but it's that kind of creativity and innovation that's going on there that's just pretty fascinating. Changes in the foundation I want to share with you. We're constantly looking for ways to be innovative and trying to serve students better. I really appreciate Jason's leadership here and the Board of Trustees and his board as well. But essentially, we're moving from a traditional foundation model to an institutional advancement model. Well, what does that mean exactly? It means that, in its basic terms, it means that the foundation resources are going to be focused on their intended purpose, which is service to students and service to the college. So right now, ending up the fiscal year, we have our foundation, which has revenues that are coming in, but they also have a budget. They pay for the staff there, they pay for operations, they pay for all kinds of things. Starting here pretty shortly, we're going to work on the transition time, but we're going to take all of those expenses and we're going to turn them over to JCC. The college will carry the fiscal burden of running the foundation. So that's step number one. What we're going to do in return is to say the new budget for the foundation is really going to have revenues that come in from new gifts and interest income. The only expenses that we're going to have is going to be to scholarships and to priorities of the college as directed by the president and the board. So that could be, it could be innovation grants, it could be helping with the college's general fund, it could be helping build the third dorm, whatever the case might be. I mean, whatever those are, but that's it. No staffing, no employees, nothing. That all moves across to JCC. The other expense, the last expense that they will have is a 2% management fee, and that will be contributed to the college for helping to provide that service. It's a model similar to what the Community Foundation does. But we're very excited about this area of focus. We're going to get a little bit more targeted toward people with affluence and influence and trying to get some significant gifts for the college. I think it really streamlines our organization overall. So pretty excited about that direction. And one of the greatest goals, the driving goal of this, is that at a time where we see the promise of MIP going away, the promise of the promise scholarship going away, and from Legacy going from $3,000 per student to $600 a student this fall, this change will serve about another 150 students in scholarships. So this is the right thing for our students at the right time. We've had some changes, I think, that suggest that this is the perfect time to do it. We've been spending time with our boards talking about it. They're in agreement that this is the right thing to do. And at the bottom line, we're serving students. Again, total commitment to student success. They can't be successful unless they've got the financial resources to get there. So good move here. And again, thanks to Jason and the foundation leadership in getting that done. Lots of other things that I could talk about, happy to talk about. And so let me pause at this point and respond to any specific questions that you might have. Don't be shy. Yes. Yeah. Well, the CPP program, the only transportation issue that we would have is during the summer months. So the rest of the program remains the same in terms of them staying in school. The only effect would be is that if the student takes the test in 10th grade, we look at the ACT test in the 8th grade or 11th grade, they don't test at level, then we're requiring them to come to JCC. So how do they get there? They would have to rely on their own transportation to be able to get to the college. We do have bus service, as you know. We are going to 3 semesters, so in the summer we'll still have bus service coming out here because remember we're going to 3 full semesters. So we're anticipating an increase in the number of students taking classes at JCC. So this would just be another class. It would just be like students coming to JCC for any credit class we'd have throughout the whole year. If there is a particular financial difficulty, the good folks over in the Center for Student Success have bus coupons. We give those out to people who really have a bind financially and try to get them along in that regard. Yeah, thanks for the question. Others? Peggy, please. Yes. 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 I think we should go along with what the blogger said, and that is, let everybody carry a gun on campus. Then, life gets a whole lot simpler. We don't have to spend any money, and gosh, it looks like the Old West. No, I don't believe in that at all. The program that we have contemplated with our board, remember one of our trustees is the chief of police for Jackson. And so we've been using his guidance. I've been meeting with him along with a number of other folks here on campus. We've also been working with Dan Hines, who's the sheriff. We've also been working with the state police as well, from the commandant from the, or commander rather, from the local state police post. So lots of folks smarter than me on this issue giving us guidance and thought on that. We actually will have 4 levels when we get this in place. There'll be 4 levels of security on campus. The first level is something that we started, I think it was here a year or 2 and started talking with Tom about this idea. We actually have student interns who are in our criminal justice program. They have a shirt of sorts, and they actually use this as think of it as a clinical or practical experience to walk around campus. They are kind of the eyes and ears. They look for things that are going on. They use this as an opportunity to file police reports, sort of things, that kind of thing. They don't have arrest authority. In fact, we don't have arrest authority at all on campus. They don't carry guns. They will never carry guns. No.